Magandang araw sa lahat! In this video, I will show you one of my sample video lessons in one of my Tagalog course programs. As of the moment, I have 4 Tagalog course programs. Tagalog course Level 1 and Level 2 for absolute beginner learners. Tagalog course Level 3 for advanced level learners. And Tagalog Sentence Crash Course Program. If you already know a lot of Tagalog vocabulary words, but you are having a hard time connecting them, and if you want to learn Tagalog sentence in a more systematic way, wherein you will not rely on memorizing phrases and sentences, then Tagalog Sentence Crash Course Program might be the course for you. On June 12, 2021, I will conduct a free trial lesson. Please refer to the time posted in this video. And if you want to join, kindly click the link on the description box below. I hope to see you there. Now, let's move on to the sample video lessons. I hope you like it. In today's lesson, you will learn the difference between saan and nasaan. Saan and nasaan both translates word in English. We use saan when asking for a place of action, where the action or activity took place, will take place, or is taking place. Also, we use saan when asking about the place of destination. Basically, when you use saan, you are asking about the location of action, or you are asking about the location of destination. Before we proceed, let me tell you the difference between location of action and location of destination. Location of action is the place of action. Location of destination is the place of destination. Example, your friend is about to go somewhere. You are curious where he will go. Therefore, you will ask him, "Where are you going?" In Tagalog, we express it this way. Saan ka pupunta? In this context, you wanna know the location of destination of your friend. Therefore, this context refers to location of destination. Another example, your friend told you that he already ate, and you want to ask him, "Where did you eat?" In Tagalog, we express it this way. Saan ka kumain? In this context, you wanna know the location of action where your friend have eaten. Last example for this topic, you meet a new friend and you are curious to know where he currently studying. Therefore, you want to ask, "Where do you study?" In Tagalog, we express it this way. Saan ka nag-aaral? In this context, you wanna know the location of action where the person is currently studying. To summarize, you will notice that pupunta, kumain, and nag-aaral are all action words to convey the action that happened, will happen, or happening in the location. Or, we could just simply say, to ask where is the location of destination or where is the location of action. This is why saan is used to ask questions about the location of action or location of destination. Additional information, we use saan when asking for a place where you live. Example, saan ka nakatira? In English, where do you live? Nakatira is a verb, a stative verb, or when asking for a place of origin. Example, taga saan ka? In English, where are you from? In this context, we use prefix taga before saan. On the other hand, when asking for the location of a person, place, animals, or things. Basically, when you use nasaan, you are asking about the location of noun. Example, you are looking for your friend, Anna. Therefore, you want to ask, "Where is Anna?" In Tagalog, we express it this way. Nasaan si Anna? Anna, in this context, is a person. Hence, You are looking for the location of a person. Therefore, we will use nasaan. Another example, you want to know the location of a train station. Therefore, you want to ask, where is the train station? In Tagalog, we express it this way. Nasaan ang istasyon ng tren? In this context, you are looking for the place of train station. Last example for this topic. Your friend has a cat, but you notice that the cat is not around. Therefore, you want to ask, where is your cat? In Tagalog, we express it this way. Nasaan ang pusa mo? In this context, you are asking the location of cat, which is an example of animal. Let's now practice. Please fill in the blank the correct demonstrative question marker, saan or nasaan. Let's start. Blank ang ospital. You can pause this video if you need more time to think about the answer. Alright, let's now answer. The answer is nasaan. Let's read. Nasaan ang ospital? Blank ka nagpa-check up. A little bit information about the word nagpa-check up. Tagalog of nagpa-check up is nagpatingin. Therefore, you can ask this way. Blank ka nagpatingin? However, in normal conversation, we normally use the term nagpa-check up. Again, you can pause this video if you need more time to think about the answer. Okay, let's now answer. The answer is saan. Let's read. Saan ka nagpa-check up? Or saan ka nagpatingin? Next, blank ang palaruan. Again, you can pause this video if you need more time to think about the answer. Okay, let's now answer. The answer is nasaan. Nasaan ang palaruan? Next, blank ka naglaro. Again, you can pause this video if you need more time to think about the answer. Okay, let's now answer. The answer is saan. Saan ka naglaro? Next, blank ang sofa. Again, you can pause this video if you need more time to think about the answer. Okay, let's now answer. The answer is nasaan. Nasaan ang sofa? Next, blank ka natulog. Again, you can pause this video if you need more time to think about the answer. Okay, let's now answer. The answer is saan. Saan ka natulog? Magaling! That's it. I hope you learned something from this lesson. Salamat po. By the way, if you enjoyed this video, please let me know in the comment section below. What is your biggest takeaway? And make sure to subscribe and click the bell button to see the future videos. Salamat po!